Bienvenue à tous. Je m'appelle Kweku. And there is a new version of Windows 11 out now, or basically about a day ago, that I just missed. It is build 22,000 still, but 0.160, and it introduces some more new features, including what I missed again, called Focus Assist. We'll look at it in this video. However, we'll go deeper into Focus Assist in a separate video, what I'm going to call a feature focus. So let's jump in. So here we are looking at Windows 11 on the dev channel build 22,000.160, and with it didn't bring many new features other than just one, and that was pretty much the whole idea of a new clock app. And inside that clock app is a new feature called Focus Sessions. Basically, that allows you to have Spotify integration basically in Windows, and allows you to also have Microsoft To Do support and a bunch of other things. So before we get to the Focus Sessions things, let's take a look at the blog post. So you see here announcing build 22,000.160 in the dev channel. One other key important reminder that they're wanting to tell you is that for those of us in the dev channel currently that don't want to have as many breaking bugs anymore, or don't want to have so many breaking bugs anymore, now is the time that they say that you should move to more stabilized builds of Windows 11, basically in the beta channel, because from here on out, according to what they're saying, we're going to get more very early things. So it says here, if you want to stay on the more stabilized builds of Windows 11, switch to the beta channel. For those of you new to Insider Program, they're telling you all this stuff. And basically they're saying that because they want to do more very early releases in the dev channel. Now, if you've noticed, the dev and the beta channel have kind of been together for a bit. Now they're finally going to probably diverge from each other instead of converge. So hopefully that's the case. Who knows? It's Microsoft. Who knows? But the other big thing that a lot of people have been asking for is official ISOs for Windows 11. This ISO finally has been released, the very first official ISO for Windows 11 for people to try it for the insider preview. You can do a clean installation for it, or an in-place upgrade is what they're saying, and it starts at build 0.132, 22,000.132, and then from there, once you install it, you can update to the latest build. So over time, they'll be updating this ISO, obviously, just like in Windows 10 insider days. So you can look at that too. And then with that, you can also name your PC now in the out-of-the-box experience. I'm not sure if it felt like I was able to do that already, but I guess it's new, so you could do that now. And then going in, like I said, the new clock app with Focus Sessions has begun rolling out to insiders in the dev channel. And not all insiders will get it at once, just like in my last video for new builds for Windows 11. Obviously, I had thought that I got the new calendar app and then the new mail app, but then I realized, and the comments also pointed out, I didn't actually get those new apps. I didn't get that. I didn't get that privilege to get those new apps, take a look at them. So, and I still don't have those new apps, even on this laptop that I'm using currently in my travels. And then also they said here another change of improvement. They said they're testing the ability to see estimates for how long it takes to restart for updates in the power menu, in places like the power menu when under start. So basically, when you click here, and then when you click here, normally if you're trying to restart for updates, you would see the amount of time, and also, but now you won't be able to do that if you have a hard disk drive for a while, because they're trying to fix a bug with it. But they'll bring it back once they iron out the bugs. So that's another thing. Taskbar fixes says we fixed an issue where location in use was showing in the taskbar. Sometimes even though the usage is blocked by your preferences, this even already looks kind of strange already, because I clicked on my microphone that I'm currently using, and you see that it's kind of like two things in one. It's showing the little pop-up arrow icon with the microphone. So that's, I guess, a little tiny bug that I can report. But going in, it says new known issues. It says when upgrading to Windows 11 from Windows 10, or when installing an update to Windows 11, some features may be depreciated or removed. It's not really an issue. It's just telling you that, hey, some things are going away. Like they have a whole blog post for things that are going away, such as Paint 3D and Internet Explorer 11 and all that stuff. And then they have a bunch of other things. We're investigating reports from insiders in the beta channel after upgrading to Windows 11 that they're not seeing the new taskbar and start menu doesn't work. Workaround, please go into Windows Update history, uninstalling the latest cumulative update. and then reinstalling it by checking for updates. And then they have one final thing as well for Surface Pro X people getting this bug. They know that issue is there. They will work on it as usual. And there's a few more, but that would be quite long. Bluetooth LE, low energy issue as well. But again, the highlight feature basically is the new ISOs coming out, which is not a feature, and then also the focus sessions at the very top. The focus sessions. Now, minimizing this, jumping into focus sessions. If you have the latest clock app, and if you don't, and you have this build, you can check for updates using the Microsoft Store, and it could update you to have the new clock app. I, in fact, finally have something new, which is the new clock app. So the clock app, it's not heavily new, but it's new, and it includes this focus sessions thing here. So you see timer and all that stuff. Basically, clocks at this point to me just seems like an amalgamation of everything related to time in Windows. So whether it's timing yourself or focusing for a certain amount of time or anything like that, alarms, stopwatches, world clock, anything related to time, they'll just dump into the clock app. So the clock app will just be your go-to place for anything when you think of the word time on Windows. So going in, you see ready, set, focus. It says achieve your goals and get more done with focus sessions. Tell us how much time you have and we'll set up the rest. So let's say I have 15 minutes. And that means I'll have no breaks. But let's say if I have 1 hour or if I have 45 minutes, I can choose to skip breaks, or I can choose 45 minutes. Let's say my boss says, you got 45 minutes to do this thing, get it done. You can say, you know what, I'm not going to take a break. 45 minutes it is. Or let's say I feel like this is more towards people who are studying for something. Let's say you got 30 minutes to study for that CompTIA exam. You can be like, all right, I'm going to study for 30 minutes, no breaks. This is my Spotify playlist right here. I can pick whatever I want with it. Let's say I want to study cybersecurity. So study cyber security exam. If I can spell security exam. And let's say I want to do that. I'm like, all right, I'm going to do that. I'm not going to hit any music because I'm afraid of copyright, but I'll hit start focus session. And then the focus timer, basically what that will do is it will limit notifications and all distractions on your thing based on your settings in Windows. And it'll tell you, okay, this is how much time you have left. You're talking, do all this. You're going to have to accomplish. You can set yourself to have to accomplish certain tasks, and you get this amount of time. And you can pick your playlist real quick without having to pick your song itself. And that's it. And it says daily progress, so you can see how many focus sessions you've completed, just to keep track of it, kind of for fun, to gamify getting tasks done. And that's about it. So that's basically the idea of focus sessions. You're trying to study for each thing, or you're saying, say you're me and you want to study for your MD 101 exam. I can be like, all right, I got to study for my MD 101 exam. Let me get started with it. You won't let me interact with this because these are my tasks. When the whole focus session timer is up, then it'll let you check off that you completed study cybersecurity exam, and then that's it. And then you move on to the next task that you want to do, and so on. So it's a pretty interesting thing. I feel like this is more for students or just people who have to multitask, where you got to prioritize what you got to go with, your goals. Whether you got to do something for a boss and your boss tells you to do another thing, you can keep track of time without having to pick up your phone, set a timer on it or something like that, or look at the clock. All you know is as soon as this alarm goes off, you know that it's over. You got to move to the next task. And that's pretty much the idea of focus sessions in a nutshell. You can see how productive I was. I said this as I completed 1 minute. Daily goal is 1 hour. If you want to edit your daily goal, you click that and you can hit. My daily goal of focusing with focus sessions is 3 hours. I want to clear daily progress every day, and then you can even include weekends and streak. By default, it turns off your weekends just so that way you can take a break during the weekends, and then during the weekday, it automatically knows that you're going to do this thing every weekend. So if you hit cancel or save, that's how it is. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this build. There's not too much going on. I'm sure you guys will find some bugs and kinks that need to be ironed out with it. Lord knows that I already see something, which is this icon right here for the microphone that I'm using to record. And then also when I click on this notification area, and let's say I open up my calendar, if I right click, I've already noticed that sometimes like the right click menu, you see the context menu is up, but you can't click it because it's behind the calendar. It's not in front of it, because they had fixed that for the start menu. See, they brought it in front, but for the notifications and calendar area, it's behind it. So that's another thing they need to fix. But other than that, that's about it for this video. My name is Kwaku, and before I go, like I said, I am currently in France, and so the upload schedule hopefully won't change, but if it does, it's just because I'm getting used to the new time zone, 6 hours ahead of my usual Eastern America time zone. So let me know what you guys think about this new build in the comment section below, and stay tuned for more videos from this channel. I'll catch you guys later.